the world of B.P.R.D, Hell on Earth. Omnibus Book 4, 2018, doesn't open with action. It opens with exhaustion, an entire planet sagging under the weight of a war it's already losing. The narration settles into that bleak, heavy tone the series is known for, because by this point in the Hell on Earth saga, hope isn't a rallying cry, it's a rumor. Cities lie half-submerged in ash and fog. Streets that once held millions now echo with the distant groans of creatures too large, too ancient, too wrong to belong in any world humans were meant to inhabit. The B.P.R.D moves through this wasteland like ghosts, tired, scarred, and painfully aware that every mission feels less like saving the world and more like delaying its funeral. The narration follows Kate Corrigan first. She stands in what used to be a command center, maps spread across a table that no longer represents anything stable. Borders have dissolved, governments have collapsed, and every report she reads feels like another nail in the coffin. But she keeps going, because someone has to. Someone has to believe there's still a world worth fighting for, even when the evidence says otherwise. Out in the field, Johann Kraus drifts through the ruins in his containment suit, the faint glow of his ectoplasmic form flickering like a dying lantern. He's haunted, not by ghosts, but by the living, by the people he couldn't save, by the bodies he walks past every day, by the creeping fear that he's losing himself in the fog of war. The narration lingers on him, because Johann's tragedy isn't loud, it's quiet. Slow, inevitable. Then there's Liz Sherman. Her return hits the story like a spark in a room full of gasoline. She's older now, worn down by visions and guilt, and the crushing knowledge that her power might be the only thing capable of turning the tide. But using it means risking everything. Her life, her sanity, maybe even the last fragile threads holding the world together. The narration tightens as she steps onto the battlefield, flames coiling around her like a living storm. She doesn't look like a savior. She looks like someone who's run out of choices. The monsters, those towering, grotesque titans reshaping the planet, loom over everything. They don't roar. They don't rage. They simply exist, and their existence is enough to break the world. The B.P.R.D fights anyway, not because they believe they'll win, but because stopping is unthinkable. The final moments of the narration slow to a grim, steady pulse. The team regroups in the ruins of another fallen city, battered but breathing. The sky is red, the ground trembles, and somewhere in the distance, another Titan moves. They know the war isn't ending. They know the world may never return to what it was. But they also know this. As long as even one of them is still standing, hell hasn't won yet.